Having a location that was aesthetically pleasing was really important for me here at the homestead. I am a photographer by trade, and I do enjoy just having a space that looks beautiful. I think that coincides with all of the business ventures that I've had, including my Lemons Loot resale business, and as the aforementioned photography. So when we were putting together the homestead, there were a couple of requirements that I had that I really wanted. One of them was the log wall. So as you can see, we're in the woodpile yard area of our backyard, and I'm currently just transferring a couple of the split logs that we have into the other, I guess, stacks, just because we've had a lot of fires and we've just been randomly picking out whatever was more accessible. But I wanted this area to photograph, so I've cleaned it up a little bit and I've opened it up to allow for a little bit more, I guess, aesthetically pleasing shots. So I'll flip you guys around and I'll show you what it looks like. We currently have quite a bit of logs there that you can see need to be split, but my husband had built these wall stacked, I guess, support systems, and we just fill them with the split logs, and I couldn't be more ecstatic with how it looks. You can see the first one there, it's quite low, and I just have migrated most of the logs to these two because I've then kind of cleared this area here, and I'll continue to do so, just to allow some space for a couple maybe sit down photos in front of the split log. I have a section over here that I'll be doing the bulk of my photos, and this is our larger area of logs. If you're curious why we have so much, there were quite a few pest issues that were here on the property prior to my husband moving in. So one of them being the ash vine borer. It's pretty common here in Kingston, and it took down quite a lot of the older trees. And then we had some ant issues as well, and well, just a variety of things. So a couple trees had to come down. We asked for them to be split up like this, so we're able to split them and keep the wood for a better purpose. And I guess it all really starts with an idea. I really wanted this keyhole garden to be a space where I could take some pretty epic photos. And when I was out thrifting, I checked over the Christmas light section just because I didn't want to buy a new string of lights. And oh my gosh, I found this one, and it's probably the most incredible one I could have found for this space. It fits it perfectly, and it's exactly what I had envisioned. So that's another thing that's coming to this photo shoot. Sorry for the background drilling. Thankfully, these are photos, not videos. We made it more festive, didn't we, Rocco? I wish I could even say that was the last of the logs, but there's more. And we have a plan for these ones as well. We actually had used most of these larger, I guess, oversized logs as seating in our wedding, and to be honest, I really enjoyed it, and I'm feeling a little bit nostalgic. So I wanted to move all of these logs around our fire pit, and I figured that would be beneficial for the photo shoot as well, because I wanted to do some shots that were around the fire pit that we have in our backyard. Look at how beautiful this looks. Extending it was such a good idea. This will allow a little bit more of a rustic look. My plan with this is to move the fireplace a little bit because obviously I want to stage it not for practical use every single day, but more so I get a balanced photo. So as you can see, there's a little pile of logs there, again, just for staging. We'll have logs behind the scenes that are going to be used for burning, but I'll move the fireplace just a little bit over. I'll move the seats here all in together so families can sit together, or it will just be a little bit more of a cozy looking space. And then I'll be able to shoot from multiple angles, getting multiple views. And everything just being so aesthetically pleasing. Maybe not this way. Another thing that I wanted to do was go around the property and start collecting some props that I wanted to use for the photo shoot. So obviously we're going to be using a bunch of logs and a bunch of sticks that we have around the property to add some added interest, but we do also have some spruce trees on our property. So I will be borrowing some of the branches to decorate, just because, well, we have a couple that we need to trim up, as well as they're just very festive. Have to go thrifting for a couple of the things. So of course, every holiday needs some plaid. So these actually are tablecloths, but I thought they would be great for even just throwing over, kind of as like a blanket shawl. I thought that they would be good for laying on the ground and sitting down. They're both big rectangles, so they're quite large. So was very, very excited to pick these guys up. I didn't have to thrift this. This is just cocoa. Although I probably will get actual hot chocolate for the shoot, so if people want to drink it, they can, because I tried to make, I guess, a hot cocoa, and let's just say it's better with sugar or like the sweetened stuff. It wasn't so good with just this. One thing that made it a little bit more tolerable was marshmallows. I did thrift this container. I thought it would look so cool just filled with them and make it kind of fun for, like, you know, kids if they came over. And that way too, people could scoop them out or dump them out and we wouldn't have people reaching into a bag. These were in my photos. I just had the labels turned down. These are leaf and twig mugs, and I just thought they were cute. I might actually go and get some takeout mugs and not do this style and just make it a little bit easier for us for cleanup, because we still have to make sure we follow all regulations, if you know what I mean. But also too, people might not want to drink out of our own personal cups. But if you would prefer this, they'll be available washed and ready to go. Just had a spoon because, you know, you need a spoon for this venture. Just had everything in the thrifted basket that I had kicking around. And for added interest, please sponsor me. We actually got this as a wedding gift, so we were very, very lucky. Well, I'm not going to give everything away. You'll have to follow me for a lot more details about how all of my shoots went. But I'm very excited. I have lots of different options available here, so we're able to create the perfect picture for you, your family, or individuals, couples, doesn't matter. I'm open to all sorts of shoots here at the Homestead. Being able to have my space here to do creative adventures is something I always wanted, and being able to execute that in this year after all we've gone through is really exciting. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you've enjoyed what we've done, and give me a thumbs up because I could use some encouragement. There's a lot of people interested. See you later.